Hello, Internet. It is I, Malik Aaron, and welcome back to Box Office Predictions. Today, we are going to be talking about Nobody. So, as usual, we're going to be going over the pros and cons for Nobody. So, let's get to it. Pros. There hasn't been a big ish movie in the marketplace since the first weekend of March with like Raya and the Last Dragon and Chaos Walking, if you want to call that a big movie. I personally don't, but whatever. Yeah, so it's been a while since we've had like a real major movie come out from a major studio. So yeah, I think the demand for one of those is quite high now. So yeah, I'd say that's a pro is the fact that this isn't just like some random small movie that the studio just had and we're just like, whatever, just throw it out there. It feels like they actually cared a bit more about this. So, like, this wasn't just a movie they wanted to dump. So, yeah, that's definitely a pro. Another pro is that this is an action movie, primarily targeting the male demographic. Those types of movies have done pretty decently during the pandemic. I mean, obviously they haven't done great, but what movie can do great in these conditions? Like, honestly, I mean, movies like Unhinged, sorry, Unhinged, Honest Thief, Marksman have all done reasonably okay during this time. I think nobody will follow suit. In fact, I think nobody will do better than all of those movies for one main reason, and that is our next pro. New York and LA theaters are open. That's the one advantage this movie has over Unhinged, Honest Thief, and The Marksman. New York City theaters and LA theaters were not open at all, which means the amount of money they could have made, they could make, uh, wasn't very high. Now that we have those two markets open again, the chances of this movie doing well have increased quite a lot. And it's really going to do well next weekend when Regal Cinemas opens up again for the first time in, I think it was October. They closed down again. So, yeah, this that only means good things for nobody. So, yeah, that's definitely a huge pro right there. Huge advantage. And I guess another pro is that the reviews are very good. Their last I checked, they were in the 80s on Rotten Tomatoes, so obviously a good sign. Another pro is that a movie like this, it's a John Wick esque movie with like a very unexpected, like the last person you would expect in a movie like this. Yeah, Bob Odenkirk, like the dude from Better Call Saul. Like you would never guess in a million years he would be in the John Wick esque action movie. He doesn't seem like the type of guy who would be in an action movie, but he is. And you know what? I think that weird combination is working because sometimes the strangest combinations can really work out in the end. Trying to think of an unexpected action star. Well, I guess Liam Neeson, kind of. Like, no one. I mean, he was mostly known for the Star Wars prequels and Schindler's List. I don't think anybody expected him to be the action movie star he is now, but he made Taken, made hundreds of millions of dollars, and since then, that's been his one role, being in an action movie. So, if Liam Neeson can do it, anyone can do it. So, yeah, definitely a pro. Is that kind of that weird combination can work. All right, cons. The only real con I can think of with Nobody is that we're still in the pandemic. It has not gone away, not by a long shot. There's still less theaters available, although there'll likely be more by next weekend, but still, it's in a relatively limited amount of theaters, even for normal times. It's like almost 2,500, I think. Which I think John Wick, the very first John Wick before the series got big, opened at the same amount of theaters. But then again, that was the pre-pandemic days, so it could have made more money. It was allowed to make more money in comparison to this, but yeah, that's still a con. That will forever be a con until this whole shit show is done and over with and it just becomes history. But that hasn't happened yet, so I'm still gonna have to reference it for the foreseeable future. But yeah, I can't think of any more cons other than that. Yeah, I think that's it. Pros, not pro. Ugh, it's late. Give me a break. Opening weekend. Now, Unhinged opened with 4 million, and Honest Thief and Marksman opened with 3 million. But then again, those movies didn't have New York and LA to boost their grosses. So this should open higher than those movies. I'm thinking, I don't know, 5, 6 million, I think is reasonable. Maybe even higher, who knows. But, I'm going to go with 6. I'm comfortable with 6 million. It's the highest I'm willing to go. And then overall, I'll probably reach like 20 something million. If we were in normal times, this would have opened like in the mid teens, like 15 to 20 million, definitely. But we're obviously not in normal times. So, yeah, 6 million is the highest I'm willing to go. And then it'll be like 20 million total, which would be one of the better results when it comes to all these pandemic movies. So, yeah, that's it. All right, what's coming up? Well, we have 2 movies to talk about next weekend. One of them's coming out Wednesday, so I'm gonna have to make an early prediction video for that. That'll probably come out Tuesday. And then that Good Friday, April 2nd, we have The Unholy, the most ironic movie ever to come out on Easter. Like, it's just. I can't wait to talk about it. And then after that, we'll have like one movie to talk about a week. We have Voyagers, Mortal Kombat. I'm excited to see that. I don't know about the asset that doesn't have any marketing as far as I know, so we might not have to talk about that. And then that's it for April. So yeah, April's a slow month, but that's literally been the entirety of 2021 at this point. 2021 has been slow up to this point. It's been severely crippled, and I don't know when that's gonna change, but yeah, I gotta work with what I got. So yeah, stay tuned for my Godzilla vs Kong and the Unholy box office predictions. And yeah, that's it. That's all. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, share the whole drill. Want to check out more videos like this? I got a playlist on the homepage of all previous prediction videos I made this year. Your Tom and Jerry's, your Ray and the Last Dragons, your Chaos Walkings, all of them. And if you want to check out any of my past predictions from 2019, 2020, you can go right ahead. There's the canceled series where I go over all the movies that were supposed to come out but didn't. Just like the past 2 episodes have basically crippled May when Black Widow's no longer coming out. And yeah, May is kind of in a bad spot. Oh, yeah, Free Guy's not coming out either, so May is kind of screwed. I mean, we still have Spiral, we still have Those Who Wish Me Dead, still have Quiet Place 2 and Cruella, but yeah, May is just dead. With the exception of like the last weekend, May is dead. So yeah, that happened. But if you want to check out any of my past canceled episodes, I've now made 51. If you want to check out any of those, go right ahead. That way you're caught up on what's going on with all of these movies. What else? Oh yeah, box office recaps to go over the box office. Oh yeah, I forgot. Summer predictions. I've changed the way I'm going to do it. I'm going to start in April I'm going to do them in chronological order. I'm not going to split them into blockbusters and not blockbusters like I did in 2019 because frankly, none of these movies are going to be blockbusters, or if they are, they're not going to be as big as they're supposed to be. So, yeah. Yeah, expect that to start sometime in next week and a half. All right. But yeah, box office recaps. Go over the box office results for any particular month. I've been doing double recaps. I thought about doing a triple recap for February, March, and April, and then May would be its own recap. But that's not happening anymore. That's out of the question. So my February, March recap will come out early April, and then my April, May recap will come out early June. I don't know if June is gonna be okay. I doubt it, but all because Disney decided to put Luca on the Disney Plus. It's really screwing up my plans. Unless another movie just magically pops onto the schedule. Uh, Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I think, I think I can still do that triple recap, and then I make May and June a recap video, a double recap, and then July can be its own episode. Yeah, yeah, that's the new plan at this point in time. That's the new plan. So I guess the triple recap is still on. So you can expect that in early May, and then May and June will come out in July. I think that's a decent plan. Maybe, I don't know. That's the plan I got now. A plan I came up with on the spot. But again, that could change too. But if you want to check out any of my past recap videos, go right ahead. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I am out. Goodbye.